Hello, I'm Danny Barnes. I'm here again with Jeremiah Robbins as we go through the baseball season. And Jeremiah, you guys kept the ball rolling this weekend up in Montana State Billings. Swept them and took your win streak to 16 games. Tell me what went on in that one.
Good overall weekend by our guys. It's kind of the weekend we've been looking for when we do get quality hitting and quality pitching to back it up. So, a tough place to play up there in Billings, and our guys responded very well. Found a way to get to their bullpen early throughout the weekend, and came up with some big hits when we needed them, and were able to obviously extend some leads a little bit, which allowed us to plug in some guys off the bench, and they came in and responded too. So our overall effort on the weekend was phenomenal. Our starting pitching was very good. Ward came out, Blake Keatsman was lights out again, Jake Pettit, and then we kind of mixed and matched in that game 4 with Jared Thompson. He got a little bit tight, I think, with his arm, and we went right to the pen, and the rookie came out of the pen, and Gavin Heighton gave us a quality effort, and then Kirk Lynn backed it up. Another bright spot on the weekend was Kevin Gamble. We got him in the game, and he threw 2 quality innings for us, which was good to see from him. It's been a while since he's been back out on the bump for us. But our hitters hit the ball really well. We were able to run a few balls out, but just our whole team atmosphere was very positive throughout the weekend. Guys played hard, and we're focused on getting a sweep.
I mean, in that sweep, you outscored them 53-10. I mean, like you said, that's probably one of the most consistent efforts you've had from game to game of the entire year. And with that, you also got Co-GNAC Player of the Week for Devon Bouvier and Pitcher of the Week for Mike Ward. So tell us a little bit about Devon Bouvier's performance this weekend.
Devon Bouvier did a phenomenal job for us. He is probably one of the better defensive outfielders in our conference. Extremely good in the outfield, plus runner, flags down balls, has a cannon for an arm. It's kind of been finding ways to get him opportunities to get in the game. And we matched him up against left-handed pitching too this weekend, which I normally don't do. And he responded, and that allowed him to stay in the lineup the whole weekend. Came up with some big hits for us. He puts so much pressure on a defensive team with how fast he is, and that he gets on the bases, and he's flying around the bases. So I'm really proud of his effort. A couple weeks ago he hurt his ribs with a swing, so he's been getting back to full strength. We're excited about that, having him completely healthy as we make our big push here. On the other side, Mike Ward. Mike Ward did just a great job, and those 3 starters that we've been throwing, any given weekend, one of those 3 could be the GNAC Pitcher of the Week. They go out, they compete. Mike Ward has done what he's done all year for us. Came out and threw strikes with 2 different, sometimes 3 different pitches. Shut down innings when anything started happening, and kept our offense, the pressure off our offense, and our offense was able to extend the game, and and in turn take the pressure off him with a bigger lead. So Mike's been doing well for us. He's a good individual, and he does well for our whole pitching staff as a whole.
And another big thing happened to you last week as well. First regional rankings came out, and Western Oregon is ranked number 6 in that. Tell us just a little bit about the regional rankings and what that means going forward towards the playoffs.
Yeah, coming in, you look at that very first poll that comes out, and you need to be in the top 6. You got to find a way to get in that top 6, and our numbers prove that we're worthy of that, and our kids have done a good job. That being said, we have a lot more work to do. We got to get in the top 4, and we have the schedule that will allow us to do that. Obviously, they're going to take the teams that win the most into that regional. The 4 teams that win the most will get in that regional. So, we control our own destiny. We got a very tough region. It's kind of a unique region this year. You got UC San Diego kind of out in front of everybody with Dominguez Hills, and then it's kind of a cluster from 3 to 6 of teams battling. And our region's very tough. You look at whoever wins our regional championship and goes to that World Series, they usually do very well at that World Series. So to be in the top 6 is good. It's a compliment to our kids. I think they've embraced the grind, as we call it, of playing our schedule and a lot of road games and on the bus, and we play a very tough preseason. So, we've got a long season still ahead of us. There's 3 more polls to come out, and then the final poll at the very end. But, our kids, obviously, they look at it, but they're more interested in just playing quality baseball, and they'll keep focused on that, and we'll let the numbers take care of themselves.
And you have a chance to play the number 3 team in the region this weekend, Chico State. You'll go down there for a 4-game set. I know those ones are pretty important, as you say, for the chance to make the tournament, but tell me just a little bit about the trip to Chico and that team.
Chico's, year in, year out, they're one of the top teams in the West region. Very well coached, very, very good baseball players in their program. Whenever you're playing another ranked team in that regional poll, obviously you can definitely help your cause tremendously by going down and playing good baseball. Tough place to play there at Chico State. They've got great fan support, and they're very Chico-oriented fans. They definitely get on the visiting team a little bit when they come in, which our kids enjoy it. We know we still got to play good baseball. Beautiful stadium down there. Looking at the early forecast, it looks like we're going to have some really good weather, which is nice. So, Chico State, they've kind of been a little bit of our nemesis the last couple of years. But that's why we keep scheduling. We want to play the best out there, and I consider them one of the best teams in the West region. And we're going to go down there and play good baseball and see what happens.
Fantastic. Well, the Wolves will be at Chico for a 4-game set, play 1 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, and another on Sunday. And then they return home for their final homestand of the year. They play Central Washington on May 1st and May 2nd. So thank you all for checking out this episode of Wolves Weekly. We hope to see you out at the ballpark.